This RG World Boxing. Make sure you subscribe at the bottom right of your screen.
This is a HOMMAGE beat.
Okay, Mikaela Mayer had a showing this past weekend. It was pretty good, but it was a one-sided affair. 2016 American Olympian, Mikaela Mayer. But before I get into her, I want to touch on something in women's boxing. I can guarantee you this topic nobody's talking about. Nobody's figured it out. Because the American promoters are some of the dumbest promoters on the planet. I'm going to tell you that right now. They're opportunists. It's good that they're displaying some women's boxing. And there's guys trying to follow in the footsteps. For example, Top Stank is, all Top Stank been doing, Top Rank, all they've been doing has been a ripple effect from what PBC's been doing. First, it was PBC put stuff on regular TV, then Top Rank followed. Then they want to talk bad about people who run at PBC. But anyways, so my thing is this, because people on the interweb that they're not covering women's boxing for the most part, and if they do, they don't know, don't show, or care about what's going on. If you know where that's from, I'll give you a thumbs up. Well, women's boxing needs to be centralized, okay? Because the hotbed right now is between 126 and 140. Don't waste your time looking on BoxRec, because the titles of these divisions are all screwed up, and then you cross compare that with Ring TV or whatever. The women's boxing, the titles, the weight division titles are kind of confusing. So all you need to know is a hotbed in women's boxing between 126 and 140, okay? Between 130 and 135. Mikaela Mayer, she's competing at 130. She says she wants the champs, okay? She wants the champs. So you know who the champ is. Katie Taylor, 130 and 35. Let's not speak on Delphine Pearson, because she only fights in Belgium. She don't fight out of Belgium. So she's a WBC 130 champ. But she only fights in one place, so we know what that's called. That's called a paper champ. Nobody cares. Similar to Anthony Joshua, a paper champ. They only want to fight in one place. So she's X'd out. Katie Taylor's the top dog right now, 135. So anyways, centralization. They got all these talented women fighters fighting all over the damn place. Why don't you centralize them? You stupid American promoters, centralize these women talent and make them fight either between two divisions or whatever. Because you got Amanda Serrano, okay? She's about to she's coming up with her fight is coming up on September 8th against Amelia Reynoso at junior welterweight, 140, okay? But she's competed all over the place. You know what I'm saying? She's a former MMA fighter. She's active MMA and boxing. So you will want to keep her close to Heather Hardy, which is also an MMA fighter and a boxer. But Heather Hardy's down there in 126, I believe. I don't know, but they fluctuate. So why is it that you got all this talent all over the place? Heather Hardy fought a common opponent, that's Amanda Serrano. They fought Adina Kiss. They both fought Adina Kiss. This is Adina Kiss that just got knocked out or stopped by Mikaela Mayer. Adina Kiss has a record on her. She's fought Heather Hardy 2 times, lost a unanimous decision, and she fought Amanda Serrano, got knocked out in 2017. She got TKO by Amanda Serrano. So that 2017, that was a year ago. These women aren't that far apart in weight, so why are they fighting in all these different spots? You know what I'm saying? To make women's boxing currently in 2018, to make it a great thing, they need to centralize these women, okay? Centralize the talent, was what I mean to say. Because unless they're gonna display a range of women fighters all over the country equally and fair, unless they're gonna give them exposure like they're exposing the men fighters, they don't seem to be wanting to do that. These American promoters seem to be having one fight here and there, and what is that doing? That's not helping the sport, man. That's just trying to selling wolf tickets, they say, or putting a fake show. Oh yeah, we support women's boxing. We'll have one fighter fight some nobody one time, and then our next fight you don't see anything, and then we'll bring her out again, fight another nobody. That's just what's going on. That seems to be the common occurrence going on. But hey, although the snake Eddie Hearn is in America doing his thing, he is doing a little better. You know what I'm saying? He has Katie Taylor fighting Cindy Serrano, Amanda Serrano's sister, which should be a competitive fight. But other promoters, they need to just grow faster. Grow faster and expose faster, because the plan is kind of wacky right now. one fighter here and there, fighting nobodies in the divisions of, like I said, between 126 and 140 is fluctuating. You know, it's fluctuating. You know, the women fighters are fluctuating too much. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say about it. I'll be back, you know. But like I said, Mikaela Mailer had a really good showing, you know. Was on the main stage ESPN and shut down Adina Kiss, you know. She did what she's supposed to do now. She's calling out. The girl has talent, you know what I'm saying? The girl has great talent. You can see it. So she has to be in there with Katie Taylor, you know, test herself. You know, I see that Top Rank, they dealing with Eddie Hearn. So that should be a fight that could be made pretty easily. I'm constantly digging in this information for women's boxing. So you can return to this channel if you want some info. You know, we growing, they growing. So I'm just growing along with it. You know, I'm bringing it. You know, I remember the golden era, the era of Late Ali and you know, Ann Wolf and all these great old fighters. You know, it could return to those days. You know, but they got to fight each other because Late Ali didn't fight. She didn't fight Ann Wolf. That was one of the biggest fights. Could have been the biggest fight in women's boxing history, but she ducked Ann Wolf. We can't be wasting time. A lot of these popular, talented women fighters of today, they getting older, and they can't end up like one woman, Frida Wahlberg. Go back and look up Frida Wahlberg. Okay, Frida Wahlberg. She beat Amanda Serrano. Okay, she beat her easily. I mean, I don't know about easily, but she had brain issues, which she had to end her career early. You know, you never know in boxing. You never know when your career is going to end. But Frida Wahlberg was one of the best boxers to ever do it. You know what I'm saying? Fighting out of Sweden. You know, these women fighters, man, they got every fighter on this planet, you know, don't know when their time is over. So, you know, it's time to compete. If you're going to compete in boxing, you better get it on with and make a name for yourself now. You know, promoters need to understand this. This RG world boxing.